Hey you guys, so if you join this program, that means you want to make a change in your life. Making a change in your life starts with diet. Diet is the most important in this journey. So today I want to show you just some of the foods that you may want to stay away from and why. So frozen foods, they can be good for you, they could be bad for you. But when it comes to the processed side of things, you definitely want to stay away from the frozen foods. It has a lot of processed ingredients, and it definitely is one of the reasons people put on a lot of weight. So here, one thing that's safe to eat if you want to go frozen is frozen vegetables. It still holds the nutrition values and it's still healthy for you. So you definitely want to be careful when it comes to eating a lot of processed foods. When it comes to wanting a snack, you definitely have to read the back. So for example, I don't drink milk, so I usually get a product that has the almond milk in it. And you have to look to see how many servings is in it. So if you eat the whole thing, you're taking in 4 servings. So that's about over 500 calories. So you have to be careful when it comes to your portion size, which we will speak about in this journey. So I know a lot of you guys like to make your smoothies, and frozen fruit is fine, but again, you want to read the back. So this has about 8 grams of sugar for 3/4 cup serving, which is about 90 calories, which is not bad. So again, a lot of this is about reading the product to see what the intake is, and that will make a difference between whether you lose or whether you gain. So I want to talk to you guys also about juices. That's another weakness a lot of us have, is we like to drink a lot of juice. Whether it says unsweetened or not, you again have to read the back. Reading is going to be a big part of this program. So for example, this is 100 calories for 8-ounce cup, and it has 25 grams of sugar. So let's really think about this. And then as far as these box juices go, you want to stay away from those as well, because again, a lot of these things have sugar, a bunch of sugar, and it doesn't really matter if it says organic on it. You know, that really doesn't matter when it comes to the sugar, because sugar is sugar. So this one isn't too horrible, but again, you have to kind of just limit the amounts of sugar that you're going to be taking in, period. It's not really about if it's organic or not. Sugar is sugar. So then, this is pretty much the worst thing you want to be drinking while you're doing the B2D mentor program. This has 28 grams of sugar for 8 fluoride ounce cup. The problem too with that is it's gonna give you a lot of added sugars that are not good for your system. A lot of artificial sugars, I guess I want to say. So all right, we're past that. The almonds and the raisins and things like this is okay. You want to do that. But if you want to pick a good peanut, you don't want to get like the roasted and salted peanuts. You want to get maybe some almonds, or you want to get maybe some walnuts. I don't see, oh, here we go. You want to get some walnuts. That's kind of like a better choice than picking peanuts. Not saying that, you know, peanuts are horrible, but they're not like my number one choice if I wanted to add a healthy fat to my diet. All right, what else are we seeing? Canola oil. Now, when I first started my journey, I was taking in vegetable oil, corn oil, a lot of different oils, and then I found myself moving to canola oil, and then I went from canola oil to not really having any oil. So you want to limit the oil intake as well. And I couldn't think of the name for nothing, but this is what I was trying to say. It's olive oil. Olive oil is a great choice. And just think of it. You can just like get this whole container for like $22 and have it forever because it's so huge. And use it little by little, you know. You really shouldn't be frying chicken in this program. Like we have what's called the air fryer, and that kind of eliminates the need to put oil in your chicken, because when you're frying that food, that's gonna pack on a lot of weight. So it's just more like picking a change of habits, you know, through this program. So I would invest in the air fryer if I could. Now this is one of the butters I switched to, but it is a vegan butter. I'm not saying you have to switch to a vegan butter, but just try to find a healthier option. So all of them are going to be 100 calories per tablespoon, but you don't want to be using lard and things like that. I don't know if people still use those things, but you want to get a good quality butter, so when you are packing on some fat, it's not the most horrible option, period. And we'll give you some options, no worries. Everything is not going to be in this video. As far as milk, that's more of a personal decision, but I don't drink cow's milk. My choice of milk is the almond milk. So it's not that it has some like super great benefits, it doesn't, but that's just what I like to use. If I'm having cereal, it is 30 calories. So yeah, you don't have to worry about too much there. When it comes to the yogurt, you guys have to be very careful. Again, you need to do a lot of reading in this program. So if you're in the supermarket by yourself and you're like, hey, I wonder if this is good for me, just kind of read the back and just make sure there's no artificial ingredients in your yogurts. A lot of the time they like to put a lot of that syrupy stuff in there. That's going to pack on weight. You know, for me, again, I don't use cow's milk, so I'll use something like a dairy-free coconut milk. By this brand here. All right, so we're cramming a lot into this video, but when you are eating cereals, another way people are packing on pounds is because they're getting artificial cereals. Now it says naturally flavored with other natural flavors, so you want to be careful when you see stuff like that. Just go for a cereal that's what it's gonna be. Like, okay, so you can pick something like this where it's just a wheat cereal, you know, it doesn't have all of that sugar frosting stuff on the top of it, and it's about 200 calories, 47 grams of carbs. So the carbs are kind of high with this, but the point is you want to pick a cereal that does not have a bunch of artificial sweeteners, high sugars, high carbs. But if you're picking a better quality cereal and the carbs are a bit high, it really comes down to planning your day out and saying, hey, I would rather, you know, eat a bowl of cereal and cut back on my other carbs throughout the day. But again, keep it without being artificial flavored. Okay, so again, here is another section that you want to stay away from while we're doing the B2D diet. I wouldn't call it a diet actually, because this is a lifestyle change that you're going to be making. So you want to stay away from the box foods. This macaroni and cheese, it's processed. Let's just get straight to the point. That powdered cheese that you're putting in your food is processed. Like I say, yes, they have better brands of processed foods, but it's all crap, you know. So this has 520 grams of sodium, and serving size is 2.5 ounces. So yeah, if you're sharing it with your kids, you probably won't get the full serving of the box, but some of you actually make the whole box for yourself for lunch, you know. So over a 2-3 day period, you're getting all of that sodium and just from one item. Let's look at it like that. Okay, so again, at the beginning of my journey, I used a lot of different things to get to where I'm at. Now, as far as this, is concerned, this is like a soy ginger sauce. So it's 200 milligrams for 1 tablespoon. So that's a lot if you're going to shake the whole bottle on there. So some of these things have to become a luxury to you. So if you're going to put something like this on the side of your food, you can kind of just put it on the top versus drowning the whole dinner with it, because for every tablespoon you're getting 200 milligrams of sodium. So just imagine for that dinner how high your sodium is if that's only gonna be for your rice or for your noodles. You're still taking in more sodium from the other items like your meat. So if you want to know why the weight is packing on, it's not just the food. You have to count the salt on top of the food, on top of not getting enough water in. Your body cannot handle that and break all of that down. So you want to get you a good rice, long grain brown rice. Brown rice, of course, is first choice. I'm not going to say I'm in love with brown rice, but you know, it is better. So you want to pick a good brown whole grain rice. Okay. All right, let's move on. And just a tip, a lot of foods you can like add mustard on top instead of putting salt. It's a lot less as far as the sodium intake, and it still gives you flavor. So this is something you want to eventually be able to do. As your taste buds change, it will accept other things. And we want to definitely go light on the mayonnaise, because this is one of those fattening foods, and you want to be packing on good fat. So this has no advantage as far as, you know, health is concerned, but I get it, baby steps. So let's go light on the mayo. And of course you can throw little croutons in to your salad, but don't go crazy. All right, so we're in the oil section really quick. I wanted to just show you guys some better choices of oil. So we have the safflower seed oil, which is a great choice. We have the almond oil, which is a great choice. They have the avocado oil, which is also a great choice. And what am I looking for? It's one more oil that I'm looking for. And they have many oils. So again, these are my choices. And to eliminate putting oil, period, if you want to make eggs or something in the morning, you can put the spray, okay? So for example, just giving you an idea of the difference. Look at this, 0 calories for this one, canola, and then 120 for this one. And then if you have butter, 9 out of 10, that's going to be 100 calories. So you want to look at it and say, do I need to put this in this? Like, do I need butter right now? Do I need the oil right now? Sometimes you just need the spray. All right, moving right along. So in this program, when it comes to the protein and the meats that you're going to be eating, you have a large variety of that. So definitely a healthy option is going to be fish. Okay, so you're making your own food. You're not going to go for you know, options like salmon that's already made, or salmon cakes, because you don't know what they're putting in it. So you want to season your own fish, because if you get it seasoned and ready to go, again, you don't know how much salt they put on their fish. But seafood is definitely going to be a go-to choice, and you can eat a lot of it without packing on weight. That's better than a processed chicken patty or something like that. And come on, hands down, vegetables are definitely going to be good for you. You can definitely do some research and find out which vegetables benefit your health more. But I don't have much to say about vegetables. Eat them. That's the point. I think over there I saw some potatoes. You can add potatoes in to your diet. Don't go crazy eating them, because it is a carb. And here we have the avocado, which is a healthy fat. So you can have about half of that in your salad. If it's a large avocado, you definitely want to go half on it. But if I had to pick a fat, yeah, I'm gonna gonna go with the avocado as a healthy option. Now we have our beef here. Now when it comes to beef, this is where it gets pretty tricky. You want to definitely go for a lean piece of meat, whether you eat pork, chicken, beef, doesn't matter. You want it to be a lean piece of meat with the least amount of fat on it possible, especially when you go in for chopped meat. Get a good quality of chopped meat, okay? On this program, guys, like I really want you to limit the processed meat that you're going to be eating, because overall I would like you to completely cut it out. But if you're going to have processed meat, please limit the amount of processed meat you're going to have, because it is loaded again with sodium. And these are the things that you guys are not taking into consideration possibly. And you're like, hey, I don't eat a lot and I don't know why I'm gaining so much. So I'm gonna wrap this up really quick. Like I'm over here, I'm gonna get me some salad from the salad bar. That's also a good option. Like if you feel like, hey, I can't cook today, I'm gonna need to eat out, you're gonna want to get a healthy option. Not saying that all salads are created equally, because it's not. Because some people drown their salad in a bunch of salad dressing, so you don't want to do that either. But if you don't have lunch and you want to, you know, pick up something, definitely going to the salad bar is going to be good. And just try to pick a salad dressing that is beneficial to, you know, your health needs for this challenge. All right, guys. See you soon.